Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing every single Sweet 16 game in the NCAA tournament here at SBR Forum Videos with our sports betting analysts who've been giving us previews and picks all tournament long. We're talking right now with Dax Floyd, who's been covering the West. Dax, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, you're welcome, man. Glad to be here.
All right, you have, again, we just covered a game, Arizona and Ohio State, a game that I'm glad that I didn't have to make a pick on, and here's a second game where I'm very glad I don't have to make a pick on, but you do. You cannot get out of here with a pass. It's LaSalle, Wichita State. Wichita State is a 4-point favorite, totals 135.5. LaSalle, of course, very, very impressive. They're kind of looking like this year's VCU or George Mason of years past, but then again, Wichita State, scrappy team, very talented, deep. They just beat Gonzaga, and that is not a fluke at all, and they beat Pittsburgh in their opening game. Wichita State -4. You know, in this one, I guess I would lean maybe towards LaSalle getting the points. What do you like here?
Well, Pete, you know, actually, I'm going to have to disagree with you here. LaSalle, they have been playing very impressively during the tourney. I mean, especially since they were actually a filler team. But, you know, after watching the Shockers hold back Gonzaga to a 35% from the field, I think that laying the points right now is the right way to go, you know. A key factor for these games is going to be that LaSalle's lack of height and depth in their roster, you know. Right now, they're only counting on Ramon Galloway, Garland, and Duren to see if they can continue to play the games that they have been. But I think that they're going to be really, really tired after having played the Rebels, you know, and the Rebels have a really highly offensive team. Especially, you know, right now, I know that Wichita is going to have to take advantage of the whole height factor here. So being that one of the points that I think that the Shockers are going to be, you know, shooting from three, and they're going to take advantage of the rebound, you know. The only thing that does kind of worry me about the Shockers is that they did turn over the ball about 15 times against Gonzaga. I mean, granted, we can't compare LaSalle to Gonzaga, but if this is a factor that they don't work on during the game, it might come back and bite them in the ass, you know. But beside that, you know, I definitely have to go on my -4 for the Shockers.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. It's just, you know, when you make an argument for one team in this game, it's like, yeah, of course, no kidding. But the other team, you can make a strong argument as well. That's a lot of times a Sweet 16. You know, there's great, you know, bets that I make on the spreads in the first two rounds. But in Sweet 16, a lot of times I lay off the full game spreads, and I'm much more attracted to the second half spreads. I think that if one of these teams is down by a significant amount of points at the half, which could be a big possibility, I'll be looking to take that team that's down on their second half spread. What do you think of that, Dax Floyd?
I guess so. I really don't like hedging my plays. You know, it's not the way that I do it, but I guess you could go that way, you know, but I'm pretty firm on my -4, and I think that that's what's going to cover.
All right, well, I can't argue with it. Thanks so much for sticking your neck out and making a pick on these tough games, Dax Floyd. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you again next week.